How's it going, doggy people? I hope you all are doing well. Today we're going to be going over a requested video of the Dog Daddy's Dogs Welcoming Committee of a Shepherd Part 3. This is just a link somebody sent me and they were asking if I could go over it. So if anybody knows, I'm not a fan of the Dog Daddy. I think he's a very, very dangerous trainer. I think his methods are very dangerous. That's all I know about him. I mean, obviously I don't know anything about him personal. None of this is personal. I'm just giving my point of view, trying to give the dogs a voice. And let's see what's getting started. So this dog already looks very stressed. All the dogs here look very stressed. Ouch. Prong collar. Stressed dog, forces the sit. His dogs are tied to a fence. I have no idea what he's saying, but it doesn't really matter. Ouch. Why is he correcting this dog? The dog was sitting and this is like what I talk about when people have loud hands. They're not aware of when they're correcting a dog or they're not very quiet. You know, he's going to grab the leash and just kind of do a couple little pops or tugs. Yeah, like why? Why did you do that? The dog was already sitting. So if the dog was looking this way and you corrected, the dog might think, oh, I shouldn't look that way. It's just unnecessary. Dog, lots of lip licks, tight prong collar. Ouch. 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 Dog is panicking, doesn't want to leave her back, his or her back, to these dogs. These dogs are obviously doing very well. They're tied to it with a prong collar onto this fence. I am glad that at least, he tied it here versus here because it's a little bit more stable, but I mean, I don't like this anyway. I don't mind necessarily teaching a dog to be able to tie to like a stationary thing, but this is just too much anyway. This is not the context that I tie a dog up. There has been a case where I was working with a client and their dog was overpowering them and we were in a whole cluster ball of distractions and really loud, noisy things that just got her dog really riled up. And he was a golden Pyrenees mix of some sort. He was just a wild dog. So he's a great dog. But I was with Adonis and we were walking and I had to tie him to a fence. Just like around this part, just take my leash and just tie him to a fence. And I just ran over and I switched dogs with her and she went over to Adonis and Adonis was great. He sat there by the fence like, all right, cool, no problem. So there's a time and a place where you can teach your dog to tie, but this is not that place. But anyway. Sorry, back to it. She doesn't want to have her back to these dogs because she's nervous. And I hate when people will force the butt sniff or they like force this dog to become shark bait, basically back them into another dog so another dog can sniff. That's not real. That's not socializing. That's not natural. That's like if you were forced to get a hug from somebody that you don't know. I mean, put yourself in this dog's position, okay? Say somebody is behind you and they're pushing you and you have your hands tied, you can't stop it, and they're pushing you up against another human being who wants to smell you. Or I shouldn't say smell. Sorry, that was that was instinctive. Who wants to hug you? Okay, because that's more of a kind of naturalistic human behavior. So say they're pushing you up against this gentleman or a woman or a bear or a gorilla, whatever. Something that is very intimidating, and they're pushing you and forcing you to make contact with this person. Maybe they're backing you into this person, and you don't know what that person's going to do, or they blindfold you and push you into contact with this other being. That's kind of how this dog feels. And that's what happens when people force a sniff or force interaction. It's just absolutely dangerous and stupid and unnecessary because this dog is now shark bait. She could be bitten by these dogs. They could react. It doesn't matter. You don't force a hello, howdy do. If somebody doesn't want to shake your hand, they don't have to. If somebody doesn't want to make eye contact with you or interact with you, they don't have to. But we force our dogs to. If you hear crunching in the background, it's Hermes eating his crunchies. So, Hermes is my favorite. Drag, ouch, 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 very uncomfortable. She's fighting, lots of lip licks. He's fighting, lots of lip licks. Tight prong collar. The prong collar's making it worse. He doesn't want to be anywhere near these dogs. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And by him saying come, he's just ruining the recall. I mean, these dogs are doing very well. They're very calm, very quiet, but they are looking. There's 2 of them. They are laying down, probably because he told them to lay down. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what his intentions are, what their intentions may be. This dog is saying, I don't want to come over here. I don't want to, be cornered in this against this wall. These dogs are also cornered against a fence, which could cause them to react if they feel trapped. This is a trap point. This dog doesn't want to come say hello to your dogs, dude. This is not socializing. Ouch, ouch, ouch. This dog is telling you, and this guy's just chilling, recording with 2 phones, or maybe texting on this one recording. Like, everybody here is just fine with this. This is not impressive. This is just stupid and dangerous. Sit. Don't worry about the sit. Why on earth do you think this dog would sit at this point? And people will do that because, if I get obedience, if I get my dog to sit down when I tell them to, then, it gives me it gives me that false sense of security that my dog is listening to me, or my dog is okay because he's laying down, or my dog is okay because he's sitting. That means that you can come approach. People who want to approach a dog that's wary of humans, the human with the reactive dog will force them into a sit. No, sit, don't you bark. And then they say, okay, yeah, now you can come pet him. No, I would rather the dog show me they're not comfortable with me petting than make me believe that this dog is okay now that they're sitting. I come in to pet and they bite me. It's not the dog's fault. The humans put them in that situation. Ow, the dog is... No, the dog is like chewing... Ow, 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 ow. The dog is chewing on the leash, and he loves this whole thing about, like, jerk, jerk, jerk. He could break a tooth. He could hurt this dog. He could hurt its mouth. The leash is just in its mouth, and it's just chewing on it to get it out, to get it out of its mouth, or it's trying to chew the leash to escape. Ouch. He hates when dogs fight back. And the dogs I've seen him work with are much smarter than he is. He doesn't learn from his mistakes. Clearly. Ouch. So after just yanking and hurting you, then I'll say, come, I'll be nice, good boy. The dog doesn't care. The dog is in fight or flight. Jeez. This might as well be a pack of hyenas. And the dog is saying, no, I don't want to go over here. Ow, 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 ow. So did he hurt its tooth? Did he hurt with the prong? What happened? Camera person that was recording was a little bit slow to get that point, but thankfully, we heard the dog yelp. And then he comes and snaps and... Jesus. Ouch. Ouch. This is impressive to people. I swear to God, people will see this and we will look at the comments. This is not on his official channel. This is on somebody else's channel, but go figure that the comments are turned off. I wonder why. I really don't have to wonder. I know why, but on his channel, you will see, people love this guy. They think it's great that you're showing the dog who's boss. You don't let them tell you what to do. You don't let them make their decision. You fought through it and this and that. People love this, and it's just so dangerous. I'm not saying this guy loves it. This might be the owner. Based on body language, they don't seem very comfortable with it. But, whatever. This is, animal abuse, in my opinion. And this is, in the name of dog training, you could do anything. God, this poor dog is just so scared. Trying to run away. And he's gonna force it. Good boy, the dog doesn't care. Ouch. That poor dog. They're so fearful. He just looks at him and he, lip licks. Lip lick. Stress pant. The dog just sits up and he goes and moves him over, pops, and then the plots, the down, the German talking because you have a German dog, whatever. Ouch, ouch, ouch. 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 Oh, this dog is going to learn the little foot trick too. They learn to get their foot over the leash to take leverage away from him, and he gets really mad when that happens. Ouch. Ay, 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 ay. That poor thing. Yep. See, he's getting mad at this dog. Knows how to get their foot over it. What is the shh in the hand motion? Is that supposed to be some kind of energy calming the dog? If this dog, if you're trying to socialize this dog, This is not how you do it. You can do it any other way than this. I mean, to me, socializing is not just meeting dogs. If this dog is not going to live with them, it doesn't matter. They don't have to care. They don't have to be friends. They don't have to be anywhere near him. If this dog is going to be in a board and train, God, that I feel bad for the dog if it is. They still don't have to be friends. You know, just tolerate each other. This dog is tolerating them. It's not trying to attack them. It's trying to run away from them because of him. And because the way he's trying to introduce it, he's forcing it. Socializing is being able to, yes, see other animals and people and be comfortable in different situations. Inside the Jeep, with the Jeep driving by, in the woods, in this park area, on concrete, on cement. Well, that's the same thing, sorry. on beach, you know, or in Lowe's, in Target, in all sorts of different settings with different sights, scents, and sounds, and all that. That is socializing. You know, having this fall on the ground, make a noise. You're desensitizing your dog. That's socializing. You know, having a water hose going or the sound of a fire truck going by. That's socializing. Teaching your dog, preparing your dog for the human world. Not forcing this unnecessary, unrealistic situation and making it worse. You're going to make this dog aggressive. And to Jeff Gelman, who says prong collars don't hurt, why do you think this dog is yelping? Now it's learned helplessness. The dog is giving up. They're still scared to death. They don't know. They don't trust these dogs. They don't trust him. And he's going to say, see, I got progress. Wow. Real impressive. And a lot of people really dislike my other, you know, video by this guy. I refuse to call him this title. But a lot of people really did not like my take. I mean, they still come, you know, to this day, and you're welcome to, if you feel that way, you're welcome to voice your opinion. It doesn't mean I'm not going to block you. So, but people just come and I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know what I'm talking about and how many dogs have I worked with that are aggressive and he's saving lives and blah, 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 blah. Now, he if this is saving a life, then the dog would be better off being a wild, free dog than having to live a life of misery and fear. That's my opinion. So this is, I don't know how much more this is going to go on or what else he does, but... And then he just forces them to sit there. Jesus, dude, this dog is so stressed. And don't get me wrong, these dogs are stressed too. They're used to it. Learned helplessness at its finest. And there's another dog reacting. I don't know what he's saying. I don't really care. There's another dog really reacting, which is not helping this dog. Lip lick, lip lick. Poor thing. Don't push them too much. But yet all of this was not pushing, apparently. All of how you got here was extreme flooding. The dog has developed a learned helplessness. No matter what they do, they can't get away. So just, okay, I'll accept my fate. Somebody else is telling their dog to sit. Don't worry about the sit, because if you have to keep repeating sit, again, the dog, if they're comfortable, they'll sit on their own. If they're not comfortable, they're going to stand. The whole thing about it behind, I mean, you could ask your dog to sit, you could do whatever you want, but what I'm saying is the point behind it is I would rather a dog stand and be comfortable than sit and be uncomfortable and nervous. And, you know, I don't care what the dog does, you know, as long as you're not pulling me on leash and you're not reacting, then I know that you're pretty okay. I'm going to watch the dog. If they want to sit, they can. If they want to lay down, they can. If they want to stand up, they can. If they want to scratch or take a bath, roll in the dirt, that's fine. Over time, we can work on a sit and duration and all this and that and human manners. But a dog, if you have to force and pop, you're looking at this as a dog problem, not a human problem. You're looking at it as a sit problem, an obedience problem, and not, I am in too distracting of an environment, we're over threshold, my dog is not ready for this. You see it as a dog problem, not the human problem. Obedience is a great way, and you know, other tricks and shake and play dead and lay down, all that. These are all other great ways to test if your dog is under threshold, which is what I do. If I have a dog that is where that stop sign is, and they're reactive to these dogs, but we're able to be at this stop sign distance, and they're able to sit and lay down and look at me, fine, okay. But if we get over to here, and I can't get him to sit, you know, they're staring at the dogs, they're not barking necessarily, but they're focused on the dogs. I can't get him to look at me or anything. Okay, we need to move back a little bit. Ouch, he's just dragging this dog. This dog is not going to learn anything, by the way. This dog is going to just be all the more reactive. As soon as this dog came over to give him a sniff, closed his mouth, looked away, gave a little lip lick. I mean, these dogs, there's no dog problem here. It's a human problem. These two dogs are doing great. They're very respectful because they have to be. But nonetheless, I mean, he could nip him and still get a correction afterwards. But, you know, if he wanted to really go after him, he could. And likewise, if this dog really wanted to nip this one. But they don't. He was trying to avoid this. But you push him into this, and then if he does react, then whose fault is it? It's his, obviously. But the dog is going to be the one that's blamed. This is not impressive. Anybody can do this. Ouch. What was that for? Why are you calling them to you if you know they're just going to get popped on the collar? What was the point of that? You just ruined the recall. What? I don't... Again, forcing the smell. Stepping into the dog. As soon as he faces them, he gets uncomfortable. He's an idiot. I don't know who you are, but if you're with him, then you're just as dumb. I don't know. I mean, okay. Well, anyway, that was that video. This is part 3, so I don't know if this dog has been here for all 3 parts or if it was different dogs, but that was my take on it. But anyways, let me know what you think about this video, and I'll be posting a bunch of the other requests here shortly afterwards. So thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope you all are doing well. Give all your loved ones some love, whether they're human or not, or insects, or mammals, or water creatures, or reptiles, or colubrids, or whatever the heck Hermes is, whatever his scientific term is. A mustelid. There you go. Little weasels. So give your loved ones some love. Appreciate it so much, everyone. And until next time, stay positive.